New Zealand story on the Nintendo Switch. This is part of the Taito Milestones 2 collection, obtained from the Maryland Library System. I've been playing a bunch of games from this collection recently, and I'm going to be sampling them all if I can. I skipped over Kiwi Kaze because I've already done a video for that from the PlayStation 2 port that they did. I'll do a higher definition capture a bit later. This is going to be the New Zealand video. This game is dedicated to all the New Zealand fans. What was it? I don't know what the New Zealand game... I don't know what Australia and New Zealand are doing for video games. The only thing I know about Australia is that apparently Beam Software came from there, and apparently there are some very serious restrictions on video game prices. Or I think there are some very serious taxes on video games in Australia. I forget exactly how it worked. This is a platformer. Kind of like... The vibe kind of reminds me of Ghouls and Ghosts in terms of the pacing. But there's more verticality to some of the level designs because you can ride balloons. So that's going to be explained here in a bit. I don't think you can shoot upward in this game. Rescue your friends from cages to clear stages. Yeah, whatever. Basic stuff. This seems to be more charming than most of the games in this collection, which are basically just super vintage Taito arcade games from the late 80s and early 90s, the mid 80s to the early 90s. This is the Taito Milestones 2 collection, so I'm trying to remember what games are included in the first Milestone collection. Most likely, your space and the earlier hits, like the Space Invaders and the Dariuses and the what's the other game? Ninja Warriors is on there. So I'll get that collection eventually, but for now we're going to be playing this. You can get into balloons by touching them when jumping or falling. You can also hit enemies that ride in balloons and take the balloons for yourself. So it's like Lakitu in Mario Brothers. You can steal the cloud that Lakitu rides. Hold the jump button. Input down when your balloon touches the ground to get out of the balloon. Okay, that's the part I haven't had to deal with yet. Tiki will spit water diagonally upward in an attack if you press the attack button when Tiki's face is above the wire. Okay, that's cute. We'll see if that makes a difference. In World 3 and onward, instead of a game over when you use a life to enemy attack when no remaining lives, you go to the heaven stage. There's a hidden route back to the living world somewhere in this stage, and you can start from the next stage after the one. Huh. That's an interesting idea, actually. When you get to World 3, you get basically a second chance, like a second wind, if you will, which I think is kind of cute. It's a nice little Easter egg to throw into a game like this, which came out in, the 1980s? 1990, I think. Diagonally downward. Lasers. You have lasers. A Kiwi with sneakers can shoot lasers. That's the kind of game this is. So magic staff shoots rebounding fireballs. Strongly push back enemies in balloons. That seems highly specific. No, this affect entry. So the joystick lets you use the joystick instead of the jump button. Okay. Warp to your captive friend. The Book of Death. Destroys all enemies on screen. So it's a death note, I guess. Metal balloon is slow, can be boarded from above or below, not destroyed by enemy attacks. Ooh. Recovery balloon can endure up to 3 hits from enemy attacks or spikes. That's cool. Small balloon, spike balloon can destroy enemies that touch its spikes. Ooh, that sounds cool. The bird balloon is fast. The airship balloon is slow, but can endure up to 5 hits. So it's a tank. And the UFO can move without pressing the jump button. That's cool. So different kinds of balloons in this game. That's actually kind of interesting. I am reasonably impressed by what this game is trying to do. But again, remember, it's a side-scroller. It's a platformer from the late 1980s. Yeah, 1980. That sounds about right. This sounds like the kind of game that will come out in the NES. Which I don't think it ever... I think it did. Because I want to say it came out on the Game Boy and the PC Engine. Because PC Engine got a bunch of Taito arcade ports. By the way, I'm recording this on a Windows 10 educational laptop. for the record. thing. Because these platforms are only one way, so you can only jump up from below them. You can't drop down, apparently. Nope. Got it. Oh, hurry up, huh? Okay, fine. Oh, guess that guy's gonna kill me. That one guy was chasing after me when the time ran out. That was not mentioned in the manual, was it? Because I don't see a clock anywhere here. Is there no clock here? Yeah, there's a map here that shows the layout of the area, which is kind of cool. There's no clock. So basically, don't dilly-dally is what that sounds like. Got it. Crap. Not dead. No fall damage. Give me the bird. I want the bird. Oh yeah, boy. Look at this. Haha. Okay, I got it up here then. Okay. Can't take the balloon underwater. Yeah, can't take the balloon underwater, that makes sense. Pretty good control on the jumps, so the platforming seems reasonable. Darn it! Ah. I got the speed power. Can't reach him. Got him. Got from the spikes. Ah! That balloon's too fast. It swerves too much. So it's you have to feather it a little bit. Pardon the pun. Okay, this is a normal speed. Ah! Get our checkpoints. Look out! Okay. This game got hard in a hurry. Yeah, this game got hard in a hurry. Uh-oh. Ah! Is that normal? That was supposed to be. Okay. Whoops! It's very particular. Alright, let's try a different strategy here. So I guess I'm supposed to be eaten, but stay close to the whale. That should help. Whoops. That's not good. Okay, I guess flying would have been a better idea, but whatever. Okay, so he ate me. Yeah, I thought I was safe there. Oh well. So don't take the hit. There's spikes on the top, so be careful. This seems to be relatively safe. Not really, no. Ah! Bad timing on that. Bad timing on that. So I thought I'd be safe if I stood close to the whale. Nope. Nope. Okay, so he ate me, so I'm safe-ish. Got him. I did a thing. So I was supposed to be eaten. Okay. Cute, I guess. Book of Death. I think I got the Book of Death. Careful. Ah! Don't hit the spikes up top either. You don't hit the spikes up top. Alright, don't hit the spikes up top. I don't know if I want the bombs, so I'll just avoid those entirely. Ah! It's a trap. So I was trying to avoid the trap and avoid the E. And avoid the monster up there. Got it. Okay, so it's always the same pattern. I think it's a UFO. Yeah, boy. Woo! They see me rolling. Oh, we gotta go the other way. Whoops! And I lost it. I lost the UFO, man. Oh, man. That was dope, though. Oh, I lost the UFO. Oh, man, that was dope. Just cruising a UFO blazing, dudes. Like a TurboGrafx game. Whoops. That's the way to be. So I guess, well, this is before Mario. This is before Mario 3, right? Actually, that game did come out in Japan in '88. Yeah, it was like, yeah, what if you could, like, ride dinosaurs instead of balloons, I guess. Same principle. Oh, a block. That can't be good. Tough room. We're good, right? Good enough. Whoop! I thought we were good enough. Gonna try and squeeze through there. Oh, so when you move to the left, when you look left, it moves in that direction. When you look right, it moves in that direction. Hold on. We got him. Got him. Okay, we got 2 birds. Just a second. I'm going to have to grab this instead. Okay, we're fine. But I can't grab the birds. Fine. I don't need to grab the birds. I like how it just floats up to the top so I can't get to it. Oh, we can just shoot it. Okay, that's cool. It's like the rebound laser in Turrican. Who wants some? What does the EXTE mean on the right-hand side of the screen? Are those the letters I'm trying to get? Yeah, what? I don't know what that was about. Careful. Another balloon? Nope. Yeah, lost the balloon. So what's the deal with the letters? Yeah, they aren't explaining the letters. Yeah, the letters aren't explained. Spikes up top. Screw it. Had to crouch and press jump to leave the balloon behind. So I don't want to hit those spikes. Whoa, clear. Can't do that. Okay, so I couldn't move. I couldn't jump through those blocks, so I had to. I can't swim either. Wow! Nasty. Ow! Rough room. That. Okay. Guess what's gonna happen? A hard gate. Oh! that's bad. That's bad. I guess okay, the bombs are bad. At this point, they're bad. Yeah, that's better. Okay, can I get those balloons? Ah! I should have just jumped over it. I shouldn't have tried to get... I tried to swerve back and forth, and that was probably a bad idea. Should have just did a clean jump over it. Whoops. Accidentally jumped on that. Good thing the checkpoints are reasonable, but this game is tough. Let me get those. Maybe I don't want those grapes. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, hurry up. Again, there's no clock. There's an oxygen meter on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, so I better skedaddle. Wait, did I go the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. Okay, I need some air. I need some air. Okay, there's no air. I could probably just jump out. I could probably just jump out, or I can just do this. Guess I haven't worried about it. Let's just get out of here. So I guess I just went the wrong direction. I was supposed to pay attention to the map. There we go. Goal in. Does the music ever change? I mean, when you fight the boss, sure. It's just kind of disappointing. Saw that one coming. So you can 1cc this game, I'm sure. You just have to stay out of certain situations. Ow! Stupid. Crikey. Ow! It's not that hard. A very generous checkpoint. No complaints. Now we're supposed to go up and over. So go up. So it's a very circuitous route, it looks like. Seems to be a reasonable path, though. Suck it. Okay, so I can't get the bird balloon if I hit it from below. Yeah, I might be going too fast. Again, I don't know what the E's are for. The game never explained what the letters are. Whoops. The game never explained what the letters are for. I'm just throwing more quarters in. Yeah, this might be a game that you try to 1cc. Whoops, that was just stupid. So don't try to do that unless you get a balloon. Seems to be the idea here. You should just get a balloon. Don't worry about the rest just yet. Bye. Don't touch the spikes. Whew. Whoops! Guess I was supposed to leave the balloon. I'm supposed to leave the balloon, I bet. Okay, there we go. Just press down. Whoa! Careful. Excuse me. Ah, crap. These spikes, I bet these are spikes. But there are no balloons. Well, if these are not spikes. Okay, they're not spikes. Okay, I feel better. I feel like a bit of an idiot, but whatever. So these blocks are protecting me from the bombs that these balloons are dropping. Ugh, jeez. Well, this is easier than platforming in Metroid, though. I don't think I'm stuck. A balloon would be nice, though. This is not particularly... Whoops! Yeah, a balloon would be nice here. We're gonna end the video pretty soon here. So I'm recording this on my Windows 10 my Windows 10 educational laptop. It's quad-core, but it's only 1 gig. But that should be enough for me to do 60 FPS at 720p, if I'm being honest. Careful. Ah, wow. Dicey. Now I definitely need a balloon. Gimme. Gimme! Fine. It is kind of weird how they float off randomly. It's kind of cute. Maybe it's based on the direction they're going when their pilot's killed. That might be a thing. It might be something you could abuse. Like, you might be able to manipulate some of the pilot deaths so that you get better out, so that the balloon winds up in a better location. I can't get out? I can't get out. Do I need a balloon to get out? Okay, don't shoot the bird is the problem. I mean, I thought I'd be able to just jump out. Just a second. Yeah, it won't let me do it. It probably wants me to get a balloon to get out. Yeah, because I can't get up and over. So I have to shoot the pilot off of the bird. I can't just shoot the bird, otherwise I'm going to run out of time, by the way. So these enemies will respawn, but I have to aim my spit to shoot the pilot off of the bird. See, and I can't do it. I was afraid this was going to be a problem. Is there a trick for me to get out? Ow! Okay, so that's probably the way I do it. I probably have to jump out and then shoot my arrow. We're going to end the video after this. But you know what? We got half an hour out of New Zealand. This seems okay. I'd be willing to come back and play this game later, I think. So that's my recommendation. Ah! Careful. I can't hit the... Again, what's the point of getting the time if the game doesn't have a clock that I can actually see? See, again, I don't see the clock. Oh, that's probably how I get out. Okay, so how do I get out? How do I get out the other side then? Yeah, how do I get out the other side? Now I need another balloon to get up there. Okay, so again, we're having a problem. Yes, so I can't. That's the evil auto of this game. So I have to wait for a balloon to come by and make sure the balloon doesn't pop. That part of the game I don't like. I really wish they had been more forgiving on that kind of thing. Okay, I don't think I can make it. I probably just can't make it. So I can jump out the other side, but not this side? What gives? Oh, okay. So I shouldn't have jumped into the spikes. So we got about 5 more minutes to straighten this out. Oh, it's a higher block. That's why. It's a higher block. So maybe I'm supposed to stay up here and just wait for the... whoop, hold on, give me that. I'll take that. This might be the safer way to get a balloon. But how can I get it? How can I force the balloon to come out? Okay, there we go. How can I jump on top of it? Whoop. There! Okay, that's how I do it. Alright, that's the trick. Careful, don't touch that. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Yeah, crap. This better be a good waypoint. Good enough. Middle balloon. Bye. Or the clock resets. That's always cool, I suppose. Can't get up. Get out. I know, we're getting out. Ugh. Okay, that could have gone very poorly. Okay, we're almost there. Ah! Bastard! What is that? I guess it's a trap. Don't touch the fruit. I can't shoot him. Fair enough. I have to kill everything in this. As weird as that sounds, we can't kill everything in this game. And I'm out of oxygen. Click. Okay, perfect checkpoint. This game was rough. Sad, really. mustard. Wow! Ow! Okay, we get the idea. This game's fine. I'm willing to concede that, but this game might be a bit too tough. It might be too frustrating. You can 1cc it, but there are going to be some parts, there are going to be some real choke points. So it might be worth playing again. Again, I'm going to give the game some credit. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. So, maybe a B-. For 1988, a B- is perfectly fine. I managed to show you videos of the others. There aren't really any other games that really qualify here. This is the game that I skipped. Kiwi Kaze, the predecessor to Pocky and Rocky on the Super Nintendo. Apparently Natsume was doing a thing. They did, what is it? They did they did a sequel to Ninja Warriors on the Super Nintendo, and they did a sequel to this on the Super Nintendo called Pocky and Rocky. I will probably play through most of this game at some point, but for now I just think it's worth sampling for what it is, but I would not call it a great game, I don't think. It's a top-down shooter, and it doesn't have, like, all the extra mechanics that the Super Nintendo sequel had. Like, you couldn't dash. You can't dash in this game. So it's basically just a top-down shooter where you can swing your purification rod for melee attacks, which also swats away some projectiles, depending on the situation. Kind of let the gate of the room. Okay. Save him with a 7 like you guys. You lose life if you run into enemies. Again, I think we'll do an HD version of this a bit later. Ah! I think you need that key to fight the boss. Whoops. Wow. Gotta get my practice in eventually. If I do a real video, this game needs to make a lot more sense. Ah! Again, we'll come back and play that one later. So just to recap the other games that are included in this collection. You have Ben Barrow Beh, never heard of it, did a video of it, it's bad. Legend of Kage is a better game than I thought it would be, but it's super short. Like, I made it to the penultimate screen. Like, I can't get to the final stage, but I'm able to get basically to the screen right before that. Apparently the NES version's a bit easier because, you know, enemies don't attack you as aggressively as they do in this arcade game. On the normal difficulty level, anyway. Darius 2 is what you'd expect. It's a sequel to Darius. It's a triple widescreen setup. So I'm going to try and record this one in 1080p eventually, so we'll get to that in a moment. But 1080p is going to be interesting because, again, the game is super letterboxed. So trying to play this on a Nintendo Switch, on a Switch Lite, is going to be kind of painful. But if you can blow it up on if you can get a regular Switch and mount it, blow it up on a big screen, it'll be a lot more manageable, I think. 1080p for Darius makes sense. I can never remember the name of this game. I keep forgetting to bring the box over here to where the room is. It's called Hippopo? Again, I like how the manual never tells you the name of the game either. Hippopo versus the Fire Demon. It's a game where you throw water balloons. This one seems pretty charming too. So far I'd say this game and, of course, New Zealand Story might be the two best games in the collection. But New Zealand Story is kind of ruthless. So you can probably just kind of like keep feeding quarters into it till you win. But that game seems a bit better than I thought it was going to be. Good controls, decent level design, some weird choke points that make the game kind of frustrating. Having to wait for balloons to show up for you to get past certain areas with a time limit that you can't see is weird. In 1988, I can't imagine why a game wouldn't just show a clock somewhere on screen. That makes no sense to me. We know that you're not supposed to walk away from the arcade machine and use the bathroom, but at least give people a clock if you're constantly telling people to move forward. But yeah, I'll definitely play more of this one later because I really liked what little I've played of this game. I played enough of it to know I want to play more, which was the 1980s arcade game ethos. Show people a game that looks interesting. They put 50 cents into it, and if it's interesting enough, they'll keep playing. Gun Frontier is a top-down shooter. Seems lame, but we'll see how it goes. Solitary Fighter is god-awful. It's basically like Pit Fighter. It's a one-on-one fighting game like the Double Dragon NES game when you go to the versus mode. Controls are way jankier. Kind of terrible. Metal Black is a side-scrolling shooter. Not a lot of meat on this one. I'm kind of surprised. It's basically a game where you can power up your gun by collecting little orbs that are floating around the screen. Then you release a super beam, kind of like G Darius, and the length that the beam is, and it's a persistent fire. So basically, as long as that meter is full, the beam will just keep firing until you run out. But there doesn't seem to be a way to cause more power-ups to appear when you're flying around the stages. So it feels very deterministic. I don't know. It just feels kind of... It feels like it's on rails and doesn't seem to be a whole lot. There are some tactical considerations. Like, when do I use the beam? But the whole point is you're supposed to collect all the power-ups so that the beam powers up. So I can never figure... We'll mess around with that later. It just seems kind of weird. It seems bad weird. But maybe I'm just playing it wrong. And Dino Rex is a god-awful fighting game about dinosaurs. You can only fight on the left. The first player is always on the left side. The second player is always on the right side. I don't think you can flip at all. So you're always on one side of the screen. You're always on the left of your opponent. When I play the game as player one. And it's a god-awful fighting game. With dinosaurs. Which seems interesting. Like, it seems like Primal Rage would be fun, right? Well, this seems like it should be like Primal Rage. It's god-awful. So, we'll play the rest of these later. But I'm going to try and get at least 15 minutes on each game here. Including the Ben Biro Beh video game I played earlier. But yeah, I do love these compilations. I'm a sucker for compilations. I love digging into video game history. I love kind of sampling video games that had some ideas that could be built on for future video games. And this Milestones 2 collection is very good for that. Recorded this audio with my Turtle Beach headset, plugged into an audio splitter into the J5 Create USB-C capture device, plugged into my Windows 10 quad-core educational laptop with the 1 gig clock speed. 4 gigs of RAM, unfortunately. But 60 frames a second, 720p for this Switch recording, which is, come on, it's a 1988 arcade game. 720p is more than enough. It's 60 frames a second, at least.